Okay, so the religious site that I went to was Sacred Heart. It's a Catholic church here in Lancaster, and towards the beginning of the mass, it started off in prayer, and after that, they got into one of the first readings, which was Isaiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. And they were, of course, using um, they were using the Bible. The priest was reading from the Bible. Um, After that, they got into some singing, and then they got into some more praying as well. They were doing like the Our Father who art in heaven, that prayer. And then they started to bless the bread and the wine. And around that time, they got into Romans chapter 13, verses 11 through 14. And during both talks of both passages, it felt just kind of brief. It was, it kind of just seemed like it was highlighting main points, or the priest just wanted to talk about the main points of praising Jesus and praising God, and that it's our duty to walk in His footsteps. And um, the passages were kind of yeah, it talked about how Jesus is supposed to I think it was live on this high mountain, or he's supposed to build something on this high mountain, and it got into that for a little bit, but for the most part it was just kind of here's a passage, we're gonna highlight this text here that says we should praise God and we should praise Jesus. And then the priest kind of talked a little bit about how um, it's our duty to put God and Jesus first, and to not put man first. Um, Other than that, they after they were done blessing the wine, people went up and consumed the wine and the bread. And the overall message, and I guess the overall impressions that I got, is it was definitely like pretty brief. Um, from the passages that they talked about, um, again, it wasn't like they really got into a lot of detail. It was just um, you know, here's this thing that makes God look good and righteous, and we're just gonna talk about that, and that was it, honestly. Um, and it was definitely shorter than I expected it to be. It was only half an hour long. So it was pretty pretty quick and brief.